Alright, they're on the tripod. Spoke to this man named Claudio yesterday. Let's see how well you can hear me. Trying it out. He told me, fuck it, go buy the equipment. Money isn't forever. Hey, I'm getting a little right now. All I gotta say, even though everyone's like broke, including me. I think I always wanted a tripod because I like making the videos, but a lot of the time I can't fucking record myself, and it's like I can't expect my friends to be like camera gurus, because you know, sorry Santino, but some people just aren't the best. You know, you just need practice, but you know, just doing it myself. I can't wait on people. So I got this tripod. Let's see how it fucking goes. I'm gonna go somewhere. Today I wanted to speak a little. I just been kind of putting it off. I've been thinking a lot, but I guess the reason why I'm gonna speak today is because it just kind of hit me like a flash. Oh wow, like, well, I love all the positive people, all my friends and family, but there's a lot of lurkers, and I guess it just kind of hit me like cold water, as Christian would say. And I'm like, wow, like people actually pay attention to me, and if I say something, like usually it makes a motherfucker butthurt. So it's kind of like butthurt, and then it's like, okay, that's not my problem at the end of the day. But I guess it's causing, so I ignored it. It wasn't causing me problems, but I'm starting to hear shit, and it's kind of irking me. So, you know, I know some names, and I don't know some names. You know, I know who, and I also don't know who is, if that makes sense. You know, it's like, I know, but I don't know. And I guess I'd rather just speak my mind, because I'm not saying you should pay attention to me or give a fuck about what I'm saying, but, you know, some people are gonna listen because they got nothing better to do, no offense. And, you know, I'll just speak my mind, because, you know, I'll just, you know, you can say it back to the big boss or something. Ooh. Hold on. Shit. Maybe I'm carrying too much shit right now. I'm on campus. It's a little quiet actually compared to the other days. Oh no, I can't show the whole fit. Brought my board with me. I've been skating on campus. It's gonna be, well, I don't know. I think I'm at the point where I'm actually pretty comfortable, like balancing myself on the board, like riding down. Right now I'm learning slopes. That's why I'm riding on campus, because it's like a small slope that goes like up and down. Been practicing on there. I do see a lot of looks. Some jealous ass motherfuckers. They just mad they can't ride a skateboard. All I gotta say. But besides, that's been going fine. Just been meeting a lot of cool new people. I'm gonna get set up in a moment. Hold on. I know this week on campus they had man, they got like all this shit set up. There's this like transphobe athlete, white woman, earlier this week. I think it was like on Tuesday. Hey, all I gotta say, we gotta stop giving white people so much attention. No offense, white people. Well, full offense maybe, if you know you get butthurt about that. But I guess that's something that I observed this week from being a student. There we go. Lately with me, hey, social anxiety don't know me. Lately, with me, I've been listening to a lot of cool new music. I've been checking out Lil Wayne, legend, actual legend. Anytime I try to spread the gospel, though, unfortunately, people are like, well, obviously, he was pretty popular earlier when we were younger, but a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like that's just what I used to listen to. I don't listen to that anymore. Not necessarily like putting it down, but I have been hearing naysayers saying, Lil Wayne is washed, Lil Wayne is this and that, and it's kind of like, well, I guess we don't really owe these celebrities understanding or anything like that. Fuck celebrities. But it's like, why are we dissing on Lil Wayne, of all people? Anyway, you know, we would be dissing on like Chop Around. But that's a whole nother subject. But hey, don't diss Lil Wayne. Young Money. I've been listening to Every Girl in the World. It's a good ass song. I'm excited about his concert coming up in Stockton. I want to go to that. I don't know if it'll get postponed like last time, but I want to buy a ticket to that. If anyone want to go with me, let me know. I think I'll be going alone, but you know, if anybody else is into Lil Wayne, let me know. Trying to get the tripod right to get it like all balanced, but I think I got it. Lately I've been thinking a lot about, well, I'm gonna upload the first part of Spring Break alongside this. That was, I think, like 2 weeks ago. I did a lot of thinking, and then I went on a spiritual journey to thank you to Lori and their friend. I'll plug them right here. In Trapping We Trust. All I gotta say. I won't go too further into that, but I had this odd weekend because of it. I initially went to Land's End just to kind of reflect on myself, and I kind of thought about a lot of things related to like judgment and all that. I feel like I tried to not, everyone judges, but I try to be not so judgmental, because I know there's been many moments in my life where I feel like I've been judged unfairly, and I guess at the end of the day, you're not owed understanding, but my perception and my moral compass, I suppose, is kind of like, you know what, I think I've been judged enough, and I think I've judged other people enough where I'm going to try to be a little bit more patient and understanding of others. But I still run into a lot of moments where I'm patient with somebody else, and of course, you know, I'm not understanding, so the patience isn't repaid or anything. It's not reciprocated. If anything, it's something happens and it actually irks the fuck out of me, because you can make me upset easily. Honestly, I get mad as fuck easily. I will get into that. I have something to say, especially about work. I think lately my brain has been expanding, not gonna lie. I don't think it's like a just me experience. I think this just happens when you get a little older or you do some shrooms. I don't really know. I've done it before, but it's like this time it just kind of hit me a little different. I don't know if it's just like because it's fresh, but I guess I just have a lot of thoughts. I feel like today I spoke to my mom, made a coffee with her in the morning. I think I just had like a lot of things built up. I'm not necessarily upset. I'm not upset or angry or anything, but I think I just needed to kind of like give my mom a hug and let her cry out. And we kind of spoke about things. I think I just kind of told her, like, I guess it seems like there's a lot going on, and I've been thinking about what's important to me, building new meaningful relationships, developing my current existing ones to enrich my life and enrich my friends, because obviously I don't want things to be transactional. I feel like it's a little immoral, and I think the best thing I can do is just kind of carry myself in the best way I can. Obviously, you know, I think I need to be a better communicator about that, and not everyone's gonna be like me. Not everyone's like me. My mom just told me that. She was like, you're special, and then I straight up told her, I was like, do you think like I'm autistic? Like, do you mean like autistic? I'm undiagnosed. I'm gonna keep it that way, or for now. And she just kind of was like, no, like, no, not like that, like you just like, you're a ray of sunshine. I'm like, that's a weird way of saying that that maybe I'm autistic. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't know. We're not here to self-diagnose. Don't self-diagnose. Go to a doctor if you really want to know. But I think with me, I've just been trying to be a little bit more bold. Actually, a good vocal communicator, because surprisingly enough, a lot of people my age, it is just brain rot and all that. Y'all are like a little dumb. Like, sorry, you know, do I have to say it just to like strike a nerve so maybe you go read a book? I'm gonna go read a book. I made this friend named Jasmine. She suggested to read this one book. I'll plug it here. I haven't read it yet. I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna check it out. I think it's worth taking a look into. She suggested it. She seems like a smart girl, so I was like, okay. This morning I woke up a little early. I've been trying to sleep pretty well now. Like, I think like, I still sleep a little late, like 12ish, but I'm just trying to get my like hours in for sleep. And this morning I woke up feeling pretty good about myself, just listening to some music, and I was texting some people in my life. Right now I'm kind of going around. I haven't gone to everybody. I don't know if I ever will, because it's a little hard at times to kind of be vulnerable with others. But right now I've been going to other people in my life and just going up to them and kind of telling them like, thank you for believing in me. It sounds a little dumb, or not dumb, silly. it sounds a little silly kind of saying that, but I guess like nowadays when you're trying to be a little positive, a little uplifting in your life, you kind of got to start saying these things, and it puts you in the uncomfortable situation of like being vulnerable with somebody. I'm trying to be more confident in that, and I think it's going well. I think I've been going to a lot of people that I admire and look up to, and telling them like, hey, like, thank you for believing in me. You've taught me a lot. You mean a lot to me. Your actions reflect that you believe in me. And I've been getting a lot of mixed receptions, like tears to my eyes. I think if you really admire somebody, it's like that one song, Big Brother by Kanye West. That guy. Big Brother, it's like, the lyrics go, if you admire somebody, you should go ahead, tell them. Nobody ever gets the flowers while they can still smell them. And I think that's true. I think, especially recently, I've been speaking to a lot of people. I don't know what it is. I've been running to a lot of people that are experiencing loss, whether like a family member, friend, or like a parent. And it's kind of like, I don't know what their experiences are, but I would only hope that like they don't have some kind of weight on their chest that they didn't feel like they got to say everything. I feel like maybe I haven't lost my parents, so I wouldn't know. But I guess when it comes to telling someone that I admire, that I really care about them, I would at least hope that I can get it out before it's like too late. I think we're wasting a lot of time, and we just kind of need to like enjoy it for what it is. I think there's a lot of spoke to a man named Claudio yesterday. I learned a lot from him, but I think one thing he spoke about was he said that he feels like in the hopelessness of everything, like everyone feels hopeless and like there's like nothing going better. If we're stuck in this situation, ending your life is an option, but is it really the best option? He had given me this quote about Robin Williams, the man who killed himself. Robin Williams said, death is only a solution to temporary problems. And I guess it's like, when he told me that, the only thing that came to my mind was like, well, that guy like killed himself. And I guess like Claudio told me, it's all about perspective. Yeah, he said that death is a solution to temporary problems, but he's not saying whether you should kill yourself or not. He's just saying, I guess he just spoke his mind. And I guess that I find that interesting, because him saying that, and then he just said, hey. Sorry, that's Ace. But where was I? It was like he said you could kill yourself or not, because your problems fucking suck. And I guess it's ironic enough that that man ended up killing himself. Claudio told me himself, he doesn't want to off himself. I don't want to off myself. I don't think ideally anybody wants to off themselves. I think that's a sensitive subject to bring up. But I think if you really are struggling through something, like with me, things worked out for me, and I'm very fortunate. I've been working on repairing my relationship with my family. It's going really well. I'm trying to enrich my life by meeting new, cool, interesting people that teach me a lot. Cool friends, people who actually like me, believe it or not. People who like me, and people who I like. And I think I had this one teacher, Miss Yao. She said, it has nothing to do with this, but it was something like, she just brought up the term choose your own adventure, and life is like an open world game. And I'm not gonna lie, it's some real shit. Like, stop sitting around waiting for something to fucking happen, because realistically it's just gotta be you. Whatever anybody got going on, just know it's not like too late, or that you're washed, or that you're like your ass or nothing. It's like, be a little nicer to yourself, and then maybe the world will reflect the same. Be elegant, be beautiful. As I'm recording this, I'm on Friday. It's Friday on campus. It's a little fucking dry, but a lot of people are they're walking by, they're looking at me like I'm a weirdo. I don't care though. It's whatever. I think it's interesting. Social anxiety don't know me. I'm the most anxious person I know. Actually, no. I know some pretty anxious people, but I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about me. Yeah, I'm pretty anxious doing this. And I have some coffee, but I'm gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna move somewhere else, because I do want to keep talking about certain subjects. If you're watching, thank you, first of all. if you're watching these videos, you never have no obligation. I'm just here to make friends. My videos, I don't know the trajectory of where they're going. I wouldn't say it's influencer like. I think it's just more something to look at later on in the years. I feel like there's growth potential from this. I've been looking at like how to like build a brand and all that. I've been seeing this thing. It's like, if you really want to build a brand, you want people engaged, you have to offer assistance to them. And I guess like, while I don't really think, well, I don't want to say like I'm a know-it-all, but I guess I feel like I could offer some perspective in the sense of sharing my own personal experience. Because whenever I do with other people, it seems like even though it's not exactly the same, some people tend to resonate, and it makes people comfortable around me, and like I love that. So I would hope that at least like me speaking into the world, although there's some bitches, some naysayers, I would at least hope that it reaches the right people. Because I don't know, hey, where the right people at? Hold on, give me a moment. We just started on its own, dude. I didn't even get to fucking click the button. Alright, I'm here. I recorded a little portion, but I overlooked this segment. I didn't want to go into too much detail about what I did, but I do want to share what I encountered. I remember I went to Land's End and I just reflected on myself, and it was great. And then I told myself, let's go to the marina. I was by myself. I went to the marina, didn't find parking. I was like, fuck the marina. Fuck the marina. So then I was like, fuck, let's go to the Mission. Found parking in the Mission. I rolled up a little something and I hit the bars by myself. I didn't talk to people though. I think I was just in my head pondering to speak to people. But eventually I started getting comfortable over the night. I think I got like 1 or 2 drinks in me at this point. I started walking down like 16th Street by like that BART, and I spoke to a police officer because I was like, you know what, fuck it, like let's do it. Let's speak to him. And I believe his name was Eric. This is a white man named Eric, and he came out of his trailer. He didn't shake my hand due to germs. Hey, all I gotta say, Eric, if you're seeing this, it better be because of policy and not because you think I'm some like dirty motherfucker. Because like the fuck. But I spoke to him briefly, and I just expressed my sentiment about the police force regarding like community trust. The community doesn't trust the police. You know, there's like the bootlickers, the bootlickers, but a lot of people don't trust the police, especially like impoverished communities at this point. And it's kind of like, I expressed that to him. I was like, listen, like, how do you feel about it? This is just how it is. A lot of people don't trust you guys. How do you feel about it? He didn't really say much, but he said something to me very simple that kind of I don't know, just spoke a million words to me, suppose. He just kind of paused for a moment. He was like, the reason why it's really hard to rebuild trust with the community, it's because at the end of the day, it's all human behavior. And at first I was kind of like, what do you mean by that? And then I guess he just told me that he studies psychology and all that, and he feels the way he feels about the world. But he said that at the end of the day, it's hard to rebuild trust with the police force because of all the incidents and all like the tragedies and like crimes committed by the police in the past, including modern day. Because of all those incidents, the way we're wired as people, we eye people up and down to kind of see if they're safe, if they're soft, if we can beat them. And it's kind of fucked up, but that's just kind of like the way people generally think in like a objective standpoint. And when he told me it's just human, I was like, okay, well, I don't think we're gonna ever live in a perfect world where we trust the police then, because due to all the history, even though so much gets like erased, it's ridiculous. History is written by the victors, and even like the parts that they don't even write down, they're fucking sloppy. They're sloppy. Everything that gets through, no one trusts you. They don't trust the police. I remember I had that conversation with him, and he got a little busy, and I didn't wait for him. I just left. I was like, man, fuck you. I'm done with this conversation, because I got enough out of it. It's human. I've been taking a policing class too, psychology of policing. Kind of interesting. I do have a negative perspective on the police, but I feel like taking that course has kind of taught me a lot about, I guess, like the human perspective when it comes to policing, how people can abuse their power, how people feel like some like massive weight, some people want to be heroes, when I don't think that's the right place to go. But, well, no, actually no, I'm wrong for that. I don't know, who am I to say? abuse of power, wanting to do the right thing, but it leads to a lot of despair, and especially like abuse of like officers that are women. And it's kind of like, that's an interesting perspective. If you ever take the course, go for it. It's really cool. But I initially spoke to that man and I just fucking dozed off. I think I went to a liquor store and I bought the blue buzz ball, and I bought a blue like Red Bull. I don't want to spend too much at the bar. I think my money's gone. I'm not even on ice soup right now. I'm actually on nothing right now. Well, I'm not broke, but it's like I don't want to spend money because I think I blew like $100 at the bars. Hey, don't go to the bar. What the fuck? Oh hell no. That's like, oh hell no. Hey, start getting like random ass dudes to buy you drinks at the bar, even if you're a dude, like, at this point. But I bought that drink, and I was drinking on the corner, and I just kind of thought to myself for a moment, I felt like invincible. I know it's kind of stupid because I'm not. No one's invincible. No one's bulletproof. But I guess it's like, when you get a couple of drinks in you, and you already kind of took the you know what, it does something to you. And I guess like, while I feel like I did a lot of reflecting and made a lot of peace with a lot of things, it like, how do I say it? I guess while I do still care what people think of me, I don't really care as much anymore. I'm saying that simply because I would like someone to come and ruin my day. Please come ruin my fucking day. At this point, so many people have ruined my days in the past, and it's kind of like, fuck, like, have I been traumatized to the point where it doesn't really faze me? Please, come ruin my day. Please, anybody, ruin my fucking day. Just don't do too much, but come ruin my day if you can. If not, actually, no, don't do that. That's fucked up. I guess I'm just trying to see what my limits are at the moment, mentally. Shit, maybe I shouldn't. You know, I'll leave it in. Fuck it. Hey, challenge. Ruin my day. But, okay. After I drank, and just that whole little spiel to you, I felt a little invincible. I went and I was walking on the street. I see this group of homeless men. They're on the street. I don't recall what street. I was a little inebriated, but I was conscious. I believe I had like a nice little button-up shirt on, my little pants, my dress shoes. I just went up to them and I just kind of started speaking to them. I don't recall their names, if I'll be honest. But I feel like the topics that I spoke to them about, kind of how a lot of natives in the Bay Area have been priced out and actually get somewhat fucked over, including veterans and people who are disabled. With a lot of like cuts to funding in our country right now, I'm a firm believer that they're trying to bring back some kind of low-key eugenics program. Hey, at me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. And they're really trying to get these like people out of the fucking streets, not like somewhere else. They want them to die. And I was speaking to these people about it because that's the notion that they're in. They have different belief systems, obviously, because they've been fucked over and they're bitter, they're upset, and I don't blame them. The man I was speaking to mainly, he was just kind of expressing his beliefs of the world, how men are only here to reproduce with women, and that I gotta go impregnate a bunch of fucking girls while I'm 22. And I'm kind of like, oh, okay, hold on. Whoa. But I feel like it taught me a lot of perspective about these men on the street. Like, he was smoking his crack pipe right next to me. I was a little inebriated. I actually almost asked to try it. I got curious. I almost tried it, but I didn't. For the record, I did not try crack. So nobody start saying that shit. But I feel like with those men, I had like such an interesting interaction, because it's like they told me themselves, we feel like when we're on the street, people look at us. No. People look at us and it's like we're not even there. Like we don't even exist. And I find that so crazy, because there's so many people who aren't homeless, who are just like privileged enough to even be like educated, exist in the world without too many issues, and they feel invisible. I can't imagine having fucking nothing and being on the street and people walk by me with their nice luxury items and it's like I don't exist to them, because I find that off-putting. I feel like a lot of people actually treat homeless people like they're a burden. Fuck you if you do that. You're fucking weird as shit. You don't gotta give anything to these people. All you gotta get to them is human basic decency. This is my man's perspective. I know women have different experiences, other men have different experiences, but it's like, from my experience, it's like, dude, we need to be more like understanding and empathetic to our neighbors. These homeless people are our fucking neighbors. They're still here. What, do you want them to just go away? Hey, I don't know. I feel like while we can't house all these people ourselves, we need to push our elected officials, the royals at this point. They're acting like royals. They're acting like royals, having their nice parties while we're struggling. And it's like, why? Why the fuck are we like putting them on a pedestal? We need to become more educated on who is actually making decisions for constituents in our country instead of fucking dozing off and goofing off. I know I'm not like the most like politically inclined person. I know I'm not the most involved person, but it's like we need to become a little bit more educated, and I'm tired of like motherfuckers turning a blind eye. I remember back in January, it was something like, I don't mean to call this person out. You know who you are if you watch this. I remember back in January, I seen this video. It was like in the deep south. Whether this video is true or not, I see multiple perspectives. This was not covered in the news, by the way. I seen this all on the internet. Whether that's true or not, I believe it. Groups of white men in mass holding Nazi flags in a predominantly black neighborhood were marching, and the people of the community weren't too fucking fond of that, of course, because it's like, why the fuck are white people wearing masks? Why are white people wearing masks? Holding a Nazi flag, a mostly perceived hate symbol. I don't care how you feel about that. It's a mostly perceived hate symbol. Black Nazi flag walking around a predominantly black community, and the police were protecting them. The black people of the community and allies walked up to them, marched them, took them head on, took their flags, pushed them out of the neighborhood, but the police are telling the black people, oh, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let them go. All I really gotta say to that, y'all love upholding like white supremacy, patriarchy, all this random bullshit. I know I benefit, definitely. I'm a pale guy. Am I? Yeah, I'm a pale guy. And I'm a man. I benefit from these, but I feel like a lot of people struggle. And it's kind of like, why the fuck are we protecting these people? It's becoming acceptable. White supremacy is becoming acceptable again. Eugenics. Fuck y'all. I'm upset about that. I'm upset. And I'm going to say it because whoever's willing to listen, thank you. But I find it like really bullshit that people are turning a blind eye. I remember I told a friend at work this. Oh, there's Nazis in, I forgot what city. There's Nazis here. And I could see the visible discomfort on her face. And it's like, maybe that was a little too much. But it's kind of like, dog, like, what happened? I thought we were supposed to be different. Why are we uncomfortable about these subjects? It is an uncomfortable subject. But we need to tackle these subjects, because pretending like turning a blind eye or acting like it's not fucking happening is not going to make it go away. White people are becoming a little too comfortable. Here on campus, SFSU, we had this white woman, anti-trans athlete. I don't know too much about this woman. I'm not even going to say her name. She's on campus advocating because she's anti-trans. I don't know too much about her stance, but there were students protesting, and they were telling me, yeah, she's actually just mad, not because a trans person beat her, but because a trans person tied her in a sports game. And I'm kind of like, why the fuck? Oh yeah, keep in mind, this white woman is funded by alt-right groups, apparently, like Turning Point USA and all that. White people are in our faces, playing in our faces, and we're just cool with that. Y'all like white people a little too much. I like my white friends. You know, some of them are cool, but we can't be upholding white supremacy. That's some bullshit. Fuck that. I'm walking off, but I forgot to mention, that night, I was severely inebriated, and I spoke to the officer and the group of homeless men. Actually, I went unconscious apparently. Well, no, I did go unconscious that night. I remember just waking up, and it was like, I was in Santino's car. Santino came to get me. Santino is my guardian angel. Thank you, Santino. I just remember just being in his car, just kind of chilling, listening to the Cardi album. Or if it was just some fucking like hard style, I don't really know. And he just dropped me off. I was like, thanks, dude, thank you so much. I remember working the next day for work. I was like, fuck, where's my car? I left it in the fucking Mission. And I spoke to Santino. He said that like I threw up apparently, not in his car, but like I was spitting in his car. I was like, that's so rude. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there for that, but I did wake up like towards the end. But thank you, Santino. I was not responsible that night, I guess, but I guess I learned a lot. And like, I think I really appreciate having a friend like Santino to come and fucking save me like that. I walked out of that night with everything intact. I still had my Sony headphones on me. I had my wallet on me. I didn't fucking lose shit. All that I lost was like $100 because fuck. Fucking hate capitalism. I filmed the first 2 portions. See how I edit it together, because I guess like I say one thing and I branch off, and then I'm like, fuck, like I didn't even share what I meant to share, so then I record it later. So I'm gonna splice it all together. This is not organic. I'm gonna put a little bit more effort now. Instead of just like a streamlined vlog, let's edit it around. I'm gonna practice that. So I had gone to the Student Resource Center on campus. I went upstairs, 2nd floor. Forgot the name, like the official name is like EOC, some shit like that. There's these 2 guys there, Keith and Jamal. They let me borrow their fucking charger. So I left my phone there, all my shit there. I think I left for like, I didn't even have a fucking watch. I need to get a watch at this point. Yeah, I need a watch. I left for a little bit, skated around campus. That's what I want to get into. But, I came back, spoke to them. Cool guys. I don't really know them well. Exchanged information with them. But, not really cool. Hey, Keith and Jamal, Student Center. I think it was Keith that said he works like Monday through Friday. I don't know. Cool guys, whatever. Thank you guys for your charger, if you're ever into this. But I skated around campus in the meantime. That's what I want to get into. I've been practicing skating. I don't post, well, I would post videos of me skating initially, privately on like my public second account. And I had some like close friends just kind of observe the beginning stuff, but I didn't really post any on like my main account. I think I'm doing a lot of things just to not really care about what people think of me. But I think skateboarding is a very toxic community. It's like motherfuckers that don't even skate anymore looking at you, calling you a poser for even trying. It's like the craziest shit ever. I'd like to show some things off with that. So I got this board. It's a Kryptonics board. This man at Zoomies, I forgot his name, but he told me Kryptonics is not that good. So if you get a board, don't get Kryptonics apparently. I got it for $15 at the flea market off this kid and his dad. He just looked at that board. He was like, this is a piece of shit. Give it to him for 15. He gave it to me. I was with Kevin that day. Shit, hey. I'll add a portion of that day. I think I have a whole video of me going to that flea market with Kevin, and I just never posted it. I have a lot of videos that I just record and I never post. Surprisingly, like they just don't make the cut. Or I don't know. I feel like some just need to be private. I'm not too sure. I think I'll post them. Yeah, I'll post them. Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Irrelevant. We'll see if it makes the cut. But the Kryptonics board, here it is, pink. It's pretty well. The wheels on it are Spitfire wheels. I bought those at Zoomies. They came with Kryptonic wheels originally. This board was beat the fuck up, especially the wheels, like no traction or anything. I would learn how to skate my parking lot at work, back and forth, just back and forth. I'd fall off so fucking much. All I gotta really say, something like a skateboard, something like a car, an extension of yourself. You just gotta learn how to actually just walk on the board effortlessly. It's like the hardest part, actually learning how to start. So, hey, I put my mind to it. Right now, I'm at the point, hey, maybe I'll post a video eventually. I don't know. I'm just learning how to ride. I don't know tricks. I don't know tricks. I'm just getting comfortable riding. And right now, I'm at campus. Yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier, learning slopes. I think around like the track field on campus, there's like this one little road. It goes pretty fast. I've been getting used to the speed, but there towards the end, like this one hill, it just fucking bombs. I don't want to like speak too like broadly or make any plans that I may not commit, because I feel like I say and I don't do sometimes. Everyone does. One day, dude, I want to bomb that big ass hill in SF. Like I seen that shit, I was like, fuck. I see people do that, like no helmet, no nothing, like. No helmet, no gear is no steez, but I don't do it. Like, I don't have steez. Sorry, no steez. I'm no steez. You should always be safe while riding. Maybe I should follow my own advice. But, like, I'm really, like, damn. I'm putting my mind to this, and I'm really happy about it. I upgraded the wheels to the Spitfire wheels. I believe his name was Noah at the Zoomies at Stonestown. Cool guy. He's just helping me out. Great service. You can follow that shit on. I didn't buy the T-tool, though. I need a T-tool. I should feel bad. Someone offered me a free T-tool and I just fucking denied it because I was like, I was nervous, I guess. Forgot your name, but I'm sorry I denied your T-tool. That's what I get for, I don't know, I pushed someone away right there. I actually fucked up, but I've been really happy about that. I remember like I'd wear a lot of Vans and Converse growing up, just because that was what was affordable, and it'd be a lot of skate shoes. So I feel like I'd wear like a lot of like skate-ish skater-looking clothes when I was younger, especially like basketball shorts, like big ass hoodies, stuff like that. But I never skated. I was always afraid to skate as a kid. I had a little skateboard, but I just kind of like sit on it and like ride downhill. It was just really scary. Of course, a lot of people are scared. I think I would just be really fucking scared to get hurt. I haven't gotten hurt yet. Hey, I got ball, but I guess because of that, like I think it was earlier this month. I went to the golf store in LA. I just went there. I had dropped my mom, her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's brother off at this event, and I was their driver. And I just explored the city in the meantime. I didn't join them that day, so I explored the city, went around. I posted the video. It's online. But I had purchased these shoes from the golf store. Oh, they're a little beat now, but it's a suede shoe. It looks fucking sick. Tyler the Creator knows how to make shoes. I ain't gonna lie. Will it top the Yeezy Nike and Yeezy Adidas collabs? Probably. Yeah, he fell off. But like shit, man, like I guess like it just works for me for what I'm going for. It's a beautiful fucking shoe. It don't even look ew. Hey, it don't even look disgusting either. I'll wear the fuck out of these. I'm really happy about these. I think I really love shoes. Shoes are cool. I think I just didn't have the money growing up for them. But like now I'm gonna work and shit. You know, you gotta be responsible of how much you spend on shoes. But like, I just love it. It's like a form of expression, I suppose. But sorry, back to skating. I think stuff like these Converse, these like flat foot ones. I don't think I'm gonna wear Vans, bro. I'm rocking these shoes until they fucking die. And I learned how to skate in these because you know they're skateboarding shoes technically. And I'm glad I made the purchase. It was like $90. It's a lot of money for a pair of shoes, but I see it as an investment. Like I think maybe overall, I think I spent like $200 on like this skateboarding hobby, but it's brought me like immense joy. Get the equipment, go pursue what you want to get. I think, yeah, while I'm like not really there yet, I'm learning. I feel confident enough to ride the fucking board on campus. Hella onlookers, y'all just jealous. But it's not even like about what people think. It's just more, I feel good about myself doing this. I feel comfortable enough to ride this board around campus without hitting anybody, without getting in anybody's way. I see other skaters with their board and I just wave at them. I don't even know these people, but it's like nice to see someone with a skateboard. I'm like, hey. People come talk to me about, it's just like a conversation starter. People come talk to me, oh, I used to skate this and that. A hella of y'all switched up on the fucking board once you got a car. I think my interest was re-peaked as an adult because I knew this guy named Marvin and Daryl that I used to work with. They didn't switch up on their boards. I remember I'd hang out with Marvin and Daryl. Mainly Marvin would do this. Marvin would drive us around. We'd get somewhere. He'd fucking open the trunk, pull out his skateboard. He does like a lap around the parking lot, does like 2 tricks, puts that shit back in the trunk. I'm like, Marvin, fuck, you look so cool doing that. I tried riding their boards in that moment like 2 years ago. I got scared to fall because I don't want to get hurt. But thank you to those two. Really piqued my interest again as an adult, and I'm really glad that I went and did it on my own. There's more stuff I want to get into later on in the day, but one thing I want to address, I guess like in this like development journey, confidence gainer, I do care less and less about what people think of me. But I guess like one thing that really bothers me is I have these like different relationships with different people, and I get to know them. It's really nice with them, but it like runs into the incident where I have an issue with somebody, and then that somebody goes and like, not even necessarily like I have an issue with somebody, someone just observes something about me, something that maybe they would see as like a low point, something embarrassing to gossip about, and they go spread it around. I'm a gossiper too. Everyone's a gossiper. I think we need to be responsible about gossiping. I don't want to gossip as much anymore. I think it's fucked up, actually, because I would gossip about people, and then I hear the gossip about me, and then I'm just kind of like, my conclusion is like, damn, like what the fuck, the shit people be gossiping like about related to me isn't even like a big deal or like made out to be the way they make it. So it's like, what the fuck am I saying that may not be true? So let's be a little bit more mindful. I'm speaking to myself when I say that. But well, I would hope I don't get in trouble for this. It's my job. I think it was about, when was it, December. We had a holiday work party, and it was like, oh, hey, come by after work. I brought a bottle in. Because I don't believe in really paying for expensive alcohol in a venue, because like I don't know, I'm a young guy, sorry. Regardless of what I believe, the hotel policy states don't bring any outside alcohol. I didn't realize until I got in. I didn't know that. I remember one of my bosses, she was like, you're bringing that in? And I was like, yeah. I didn't really interpret that I wasn't supposed to when she asked that. I was just like, yep. And I remember the hotel staff immediately notified me right when I sat down, because I put the bottle on the fucking table. This is all for the record because I'm hearing things. Hold on. The bottle on the table, and then the staff tells me, hey, you can't have that there. Fuck. Okay. So, me, irresponsible, I just tuck it under the table, and I just take sips as I go through the night, because, sorry, you know, I want to be respectful, but, you know, I know you just work there, so you kind of have to say that. I don't know if, like, you're actually, like, a bootlicker. So, you know, I just kind of trusted they're not a bootlicker, and I just kind of push it under the table. I would drink, and a man I work with, Domingo, he bought me a drink. Thank you. He bought me red wine that night. Thank you. I can't thank that man enough. He just got it for me. Thank you. They didn't even ID me. Some people say I look younger than like 22. I'm like, well, hey, they believed me at the hotel. But how did it go? At the end of the night, it was not an issue because I didn't have the bottle out or anything like that. I think I was just wearing like a white t-shirt with a gray hoodie. I wasn't dressed too proper, so I think this is why the guy wasn't so lenient on me. I wasn't dressed super proper. I finished my Hennessy bottle, and I'm like, fuck, well, I don't want to hold on to this, and I don't want to litter. Let me go throw it away. I get up, and I have the bottle in my hand, and I'm walking out, and I'm tucking it into my sweater because I don't want to be shown. This man, oh my god, it was like, how do I say it? You know, you're playing the fucking Pokemon game, and the motherfucker catches you from like hella far away. It was like that, bro. He fucking threw me off. He was like, hey, what is that? I was like, fuck. I got caught. So, you know, I took it out and I showed him, and then he put his hand on my shoulder and he was like, oh, you have to leave, this and that, like kind of aggressively. I'm pretty passive. I'm a little drunk, but I'm pretty passive. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. I just came to throw it away. I'll leave. And then he goes and like grabs his supervisor to let her know too that I'm fucking leaving. I guess they're notifying everybody specifically that I'm leaving. And I was kind of like, oh, well, everyone knows. And then everyone's inside. I'm outside, like the fun. And then it's like, well, I don't want to put up a fight. I don't want to argue with these people. They're kicking me out. I'm going to respect it. You know, they already told me so. I wasn't following the rules, of course. And so I was like, oh, let me go get my possessions. I think I told 2 people, you know who the fuck you are. I told 2 people at that party, oh, hey, I'm leaving. They're kicking me out. Grabbed my stuff and I left. I didn't even grab a coffee on the way out. That's how respectful I was trying to be. Sorry. I'm a little arrogant. I don't know. Not arrogant, just like I'm a jokester. But I remember I just left and I sat in the parking lot until I sobered up. Responsible. I sobered up and then I went home. I remember I spoke to my mom that night and I just told her what happened. She was mad as fuck. My mom was mad as fuck. Man, we talked. It was cool though. It was a nice conversation. It gave me something to think about. Like, maybe I should be more responsible. I think the next day at work is where it happened. This young man that I work with, he went up to me and he was like, he didn't even go to the party. All of this shit I'm hearing is from motherfuckers that didn't even go to the party, by the way. I'm gonna say that now. Sucking my dick. And except for the first guy, he's cool. How did it go? He went up to me and he was like, because I went on time and everything, like the next day to work, and he was like, Alex, like, what happened, dude? Like, I heard you got kicked out, this and that. He made it seem like it was like some crazy shit. I was like, well, like, who told you this? And he was like, oh, I don't want to say. My rule number 1 don't ever tell me some shit if you're not gonna tell me who the fuck told you. That shit is so irritating. I don't want to fucking hear from you. Like, I started telling motherfuckers straight up, even if you're my fucking good friend, don't fucking tell me shit if you're not gonna tell me who, because it's gonna irritate the fuck out of me. Because it's like, well, people are speaking about me. I think that's a whole nother subject. Maybe I shouldn't be so upset that people are speaking about me, but it's kind of like, why is this being widespread, and why is it kind of like giving off like it's like I committed a mass crime? And it was like, I didn't even think it was that serious. I just left, although I broke the rules. And I remember, like, for a while, like, I just forgot about it. I remember, like, I just spoke to some people about it. I gossiped about it at work because I thought it was, like, interesting. Passes the time at times. And there's this one individual who also didn't go to the party. He went up to me while I was putting a card away, and he was like, hey, Alec. Oh, yeah, at this night, keep in mind, yeah, I had some drinks in me. I went up to the dance floor. They were playing some music. I was actually dancing. I'm not the best dancer at all. I just tried it out by myself. Tell me why everybody is sitting, no shade, whoever's watching this, tell me why the fuck I'm dancing on the floor, having a good time, enjoying myself, and I just see everyone just staring. I think there was only like 4 people who actually went to the dance floor when I was there. I left pretty early. I think like I got kicked out like an hour and a half in. The party was like 4 hours. But tell me why the fuck I'm up there having a great time, staring, onlookers. So onlookers, they see me dancing. This guy who didn't even go to the party, he goes up to me and he says, Alex, I heard you got kicked out of the party last night. And I also heard you were dancing, dude. You were acting a fool. I remember in the moment, that made me not really like this person anymore. Really. Because it's like, words have meaning. Acting a fool. It seems like diminishing at times. And it's kind of like, I remember I spoken to him afterward. I was like, I didn't really like that. And he was like, you're soft, this and that. It's like, no, you clearly maybe just don't really respect me at all. And you kind of think like, maybe I should say this to the person themselves. I'm gonna say it to the camera first. That's just how I am. Maybe not the best way. I remember I told him I didn't like that. And he was like, you're soft, this and that. Fuck that. You're like trying to just see what you can get away with. That's the way I see it. I don't like that. And I've been observing it more with them. But separate thing. This was 4 months ago. Yesterday, I go to work. And I'm skating around the perimeter, but I see someone I want to speak to. This particular person I work with. I will not give up their too much information about them. They're a private person. Hey, they believe in. They went up to me. Well, no, I went up to them because I wanted to speak to them, and I remember I could sense the body language from them. They seemed a little off, and I was like, "Oh, hey, shoot!" Oh, they were like, "Hey, like, what's up with you? What's your question?" And I was like, "No, I don't have a question. I just wanted to check in on you, see how you're doing." And we were talking, catching up a little bit, and then they finally they broke the ice. I see it. They were like, "I've been hearing some things about you regarding your behavior," and I'm kind of like, "Oh, like did I do something like recently?" And then they were like, no, like I don't have time to talk to you about this. Eventually we just kind of talking, and I was kind of like, I feel like a lot of people just aren't happy with me because they're not happy with themselves. I told them that straight up. And then eventually they told me, yeah, the issue is that I heard that at the holiday party you were drinking, you got kicked out, this and that. And I'm kind of like, I explained my side to them, and then afterward they were just kind of like, oh, okay. Whether I'm right or wrong, I cleared up with them. They finally, they told me about it. But what I find really irritating, the whole thing, all right, say it all for the record. What I find mad irritating is that I have all these relationships with these people, and I feel like your reputation can be harmed. So maybe I should be responsible with my actions. But I feel like with something like this, getting kicked out because I brought a fucking bottle in. I didn't even fight. I didn't even cuss. I don't know. Hey, maybe I shouldn't think about what I should have done differently, or that I'm right. But I feel like what really upsets me, and I'll just kind of let it out, is that the fact that this was like 4 months ago, people were giving me shit for it 4 months ago. People were saying shit about me 4 months ago. I never even knew who they were. I only heard it from the people who didn't go to the fucking party. Lame. But the fact that it finally reached someone that I admire and look up to, and like I could see that they were disappointed in me, and it was kind of like, it made me think about maybe I should be more responsible, of course. But why are we still like on this? Like, this was like 4 months ago, and like this person, I like finally heard it. Like, people are still talking about this. Like, y'all still on my dick? I don't like that. I know that these people are not brave enough to ever go up to me and say something. I know that whenever I would gossip about people, I would never be brave enough to go up and talk to them myself and tell them what I think. That's how I know that they'll never be brave enough to tell me. But what I find really irritating is... I keep saying irritating. It is irritating. What I find really irritating is that y'all don't have the balls to be on the field, but y'all love bench warming so much. Take it how you will with that. Y'all love bench warming and gossiping so much. And I've been there, of course. That's the way I see it. Get the fuck off my dick. It's irritating. I'm trying to be respectful, polite, provide excellent customer service, and you actually can't have shit. I share all these things just to offer my perception, my perspective on life, how I... Oh, hold on. Am I crying? Oh, I don't know. Offer my perception, my perspective on life. I'm not right or wrong. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't care if you don't want to care. I'm not forcing you. I'm not keeping you. But please be mindful of the way you engage with me, because I don't really have... I'm not saying I'm Mr. Busy, because I make time. I have time. Everybody has fucking time. But I guess, like, as I'm trying to develop as an adult, people I look up to are literally flat out telling me, I see you growing up and I find it beautiful. And it's kind of like, okay, like, me, I'm growing up. People say that I got something going for me and it's really nice. But why the fuck are, like, all you motherfuckers, like, you just see me and you don't like that? I feel like people will go up to me and be like, I didn't think that way. I never thought that way. It's like, then it's not about you. I'm speaking directly to the people who probably feel some kind of way about me. Because whenever people say something and it sticks out to me, how do I say it? If it strikes a nerve with me, what someone says, then it says more about me than them. And, you know, I'll say that publicly. I think it was like La Russell, Vallejo artist. He was like, anybody who had a problem with me really honestly just only got a problem with themselves. And while there's limitations, of course, you know, if I'm having terrible behavior, everyone just might have, you know, feel some kind of way about me if I'm being like a fucking dick or something. But it's like, get off my dick. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. I'm over it. And then it's like, it does make me mad. Of course. It makes me mad. And then it's like, I guess I'd rather just like publish it and say it out loud, because I know that people who are on my dick do pay attention. No, I'm not, like, people who like my content, whatever I do, love y'all. But there's lurkers. I don't know who. I don't really know how anybody truly feels about these things, but I hear negativity. Whether or not it's in my face or not, it's there, and I hear it. I try to not let it get to me anymore, because, well, obviously, sometimes it does. But I think addressing it makes me feel a little better about it. Like, you know what? Yeah, fuck you, dude. You're a fucking weirdo. I'm gonna say it the way I want to say it. I hope I don't get in trouble, or, well, yeah, I hope I don't get in trouble, but, like, why would I? Thank you for listening, if you're still tuned in. I think, shit. I'm actually really happy that I did this today. I think it's given me... I just gave myself an objective today. I'm going to say all this today. I want to publish this today. I want to see how far along I get. I'll see you in a bit. Bro, I'm still, like, learning the tripod, how to, like, lock it in and shit. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. I'm not that good at this. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Fuck it. We'll just go with this. One thing I thought about, this gives off, I don't know if y'all seen that video. It's like it's like that tall black guy. He goes to Target and he just shops and he just has his, like, tripod up. He just has his, like, tripod up and he just fucking recording himself, like, shopping at Target. He's like, I feel like, well, not necessarily that's, like, what I'm doing, but I guess, like, funny thought that crossed my mind. That's what it's giving off to me. But yeah, like, the onlookers, bro, I see it, bro. Fuck it, who cares? But I guess I don't really know what else to add on. I'll see as I go. But right now, I guess I just kind of reviewed everything, and I feel pretty like proud. Feel pretty proud to be able to just kind of speak my mind, and whether it goes anywhere or not, at least I said it. I can publish it, and I can look back on it. I think that's pretty cool. I think right now, as a developing adult, I don't really know where I'm going or what's in store for me. I have a lot of interests and I like to pursue them. I think I'm just trying to like meet people right now, see like what's going on. And I guess I just see a lot of people that I admire, and I've been thinking about them. They're fucking great. And I guess like the way I think about it, like I would like to be great as well. I feel like it's a little odd saying that. I don't like talking about celebrities, but some people give an interesting perspective on things. I'd seen this interview, Timothy Chalamet, he won this little trophy, I don't even know that. But I guess on the stage, he was just like, hey, like, thank you guys. But I guess I'm in pursuit of something greater than myself. And then he names people that he just kind of looks up to. I want to be as great as them, this and that, like, I won't settle for less. And I heard that and I was like, that's really like, it's really powerful, really bold, and like honestly pretty inspiring, because it's like, I feel like he was pretty like confident in himself while not trying to diminish others, and like I admire that a lot. But I saw a lot of discussion online, like a bunch of nobodies just like shitting on him. Like I guess it's like he just gave him something to talk about. It's like that Lil Yachty song with Future and Cardi. Future goes, he's like, gotta make my haters mad, give him something to talk about. I feel like it's within the same breath of that. I feel like if you want to be great and you want to like, however you pursue that, some people pursue greatness by toppling others, which is not really what I'm looking for at the moment. You know, who knows if I get lost in the sauce, but it's more like I guess like being able to compliment yourself and accept yourself and want better for yourself you can do all that without like making others feel like shit. And I don't think a lot of people ever realize that. I think it's just a big learning experience. Your happiness doesn't have to come at the expense of other people, which is really like unfortunate that I have to say it out loud. I don't know. I'm not the perfect person. I'm figuring myself out, but at least like I feel like I'm proud enough to say that I feel like maybe I'm going down the right path. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've thought about them. If I ever wronged you, you can tell me. I'll listen, and I'll tell you what I think. I guess it's more, this is all for myself. And if you listen, like, thank you. This means a lot. I guess what I was trying to get at is, I would like to be great, like all the other people in my life that I look up to and I think are great. Find my own success. Not fame, not fucking riches, but at least feeling like I at least fulfill myself in the end. I think that's all anybody could ever ask for, but the hardest step is actually like kind of picking yourself up out of that situation that you're unhappy in and like trying to do something about it. I know a lot of things aren't in our control, but like the least you could do is start working on like what is in your control. It's difficult, but I have faith anybody can do it. You know, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. All right. Awkward.